Alright, how are you everyone? Welcome to my NRL Round 1 predictions. Ignore the sunburn. Obviously, like I said in a couple of videos ago, I've started a new job. I'm out in the sun pretty much all day. Doesn't matter how much sunscreen I put on, I'm still going to get sunburned a bit. But yeah, look, finished work for the day. Figured I'd come home, make this in preparation for the games on Sunday, because obviously the first game's on Sunday. Hopefully Gold King video will be out maybe tomorrow, or probably not tomorrow, but probably Monday, if I'm honest, just because there might be games on over the weekend, but we'll see. So hopefully outfield video next week. But without any further ado, let's get into my NRL Round 1 predictions. Manly 26, Rabbitohs 18. Now, obviously, I believe this is the first ever game of NRL being played in Vegas. I don't think it's US totally, but at the very least in Vegas. So I think it's going to be a pretty high-scoring game. I think both teams will probably be a little bit nervous in front of such a big crowd, right? In front of such a crowd that doesn't know what's happening as well. That's just going to be yelling stuff out, chanting shit, whatever. And look, both teams, both Manly and Rabbitohs, are very strong attacking sides. Right? Obviously, you got the Rabbitohs super strong left edge. Manly have Turbo at the moment. Turbo's fit when Turbo's fit. They're a completely different side. Obviously, you got the experience of Cherry Evans. Look, I think Manly tip them in the end because I think that I think Cherry Evans will probably be able to maintain his composure a bit nicer and lead Manly around and keep them calm and composed during the game as opposed to the Rabbitohs. But I mean, look, only time will tell. But yeah, I would say Manly 26, Rabbitohs 18. With, I reckon, honestly, Jake Trbojevic, man, is the match. I reckon he's going to kill it over there. All right, so Manly for game 1. Roosters 16, Broncos 20. Now, I think this game will be an absolute cracker. I think this game is going to be fantastic. Roosters have recruited well. Obviously, Broncos lost the grand final last year, so they've still got a strong side. Roosters, with the recruits they've had, probably have one of the strongest forward packs in the comp now. With I believe Spencer Leniu and Lindsay Collins have been given the go ahead to be starting. So that forward pack running at you, that is just pure power, just charging at you, right? But I think Broncos will edge it in the end because I think just sort of like I said with the Manly one, I think the experience of Adam Reynolds will push them over the top, right? As opposed to the Roosters. Like, look, I think Roosters will do really well this season. I'm going to make a ladder prediction video a bit later, but I've got Roosters in my did I put them in 4th or 5th? I put them in one of the two, but I think they're going to be up there this year. Look, if Sam Walker can really sort of come into his own and let Luke Keary do his own thing while Sam Walker can control the game, then Roosters will kill it. But I think, especially this first game, round 1, especially over in the US, I think, just that experience of Adam Reynolds of being able to just control the game and organise will tip Broncos over the top. And then, obviously they've got the likes of like Reece Walsh playing off the back of him. Cobbo is going to be playing in the centres this year. Right? Like, look, this is going to be... I'd probably say this is probably going to be game of the round, right? Because you've got two extremely strong teams just going at it. The forward pack's incredible, both of them. Both teams have incredible backs. But yeah, I think in the long run, Adam Reynolds will be the difference maker between the two in this game. So yeah, Roosters 16, Broncos 20. Knights 28, Raiders 14. Look, pretty simple one for me. I think Raiders are going to struggle this year. As I mentioned in my transfers video, losing all that experience in Croker and Wyden, I think that's really going to mess them up. Whereas the Knights are just on the rise. They've recruited really well. Obviously, Ponga coming off his Dally M season last year, like coming back from his concussion and just killing it. I think Ponga is just going to take his game to a completely new level this year, which is going to allow the likes of Hastings to just relax, control the team, and let Ponga do all the attacking work. Obviously, losing Dom Young is a big loss, but look, you can put anyone on that wing and Ponga's going to find them. So yeah, look, I think this one's going to be a pretty routine win for the Knights. I'm pretty sure I said the scoreline, 28-14 to the Knights. Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty routine win for them. Look, I think Raiders are going to really struggle this year. But yeah, routine win for the Knights. Look, super strong forward pack. Obviously, Raiders have a very strong forward pack as well, but I think in the backs is where the Knights are really going to put the sword to the Raiders because the Raiders have a very young and what's the word? A very young and very inexperienced backline. So yeah, I think Knights take this one pretty comfortably by a good 14-point margin. Warriors 22, Sharks 18. Now, this game, again, has potential to be one of the games of the round. I have purely put the Warriors on top at the moment because, as far as I'm aware from current, like when I'm recording this, Nico Hines isn't meant to be playing. So look, if Nico Hines plays, then honestly, I'd probably flip it and say, like, Sharks 22, Warriors 18. But at the moment, as far as I'm aware, Nico Hines isn't playing, so I think Warriors will just edge this one out. Look, obviously, Sean Johnson, one of the elite halves in the competition, much older now, obviously much more composed, much more calm, collected, knows how to run a team. You've got Metcalf in 5'8", who's just a freak. Before he got injured last year, he was killing it, absolutely killing it. So him coming back fresh from injury, really good for the Warriors. Obviously, they picked up Tuivasa-Sheck. Obviously, at the back, Nickel Klukstad, weapon. Full pack, extremely strong. Obviously, they've lost Josh Curran, but they've replaced him with the likes of Capewell. So at the end of the day, not the biggest loss in the world. If anything, Capewell's probably a bit better for them because he gives that experience in the forward pack. But Warriors just look to be an extremely dominant team this year. I definitely think they make the 8. I don't think they make top 4, like a lot of people are predicting, but I do think they make the top 8 again. While Sharks, look, again, Sharks have a really strong side as well. Really good forward pack. Really good backs. Like, obviously, I believe Trindle's going to be playing instead of Moylan this year, so really good. Will Kennedy at the back is always safe, always dangerous. They've obviously lost Connor Tracy, but he wasn't really a starter for them anyway. You got Mulitalo on the wing, Katoa on the wing as well. 2 fantastic wingers. Probably the best winger combination in the comp. If we're talking about, like, if you're including age and skill, probably the best wing combo in the comp. Yeah, look, really strong team, but yeah, I think Warriors will just edge them out in a 22-18 victory for round 1. Storm 16, Penrith Panthers 24. Now, look, this scoreline, pretty simple. It's all off the back of Cameron Munster not having played preseason. That's pretty much where it is for me, honestly. Without Cameron Munster, Storm... not without Cameron, because obviously Cameron Munster's playing round 1, but just without having those reps under his belt, I think he's going to have to try and build himself into the game, and you can't do that against Penrith. Right? Obviously, Penrith lost the Club World Challenge, so they're going to be wanting to coming out and making a statement saying, like, we're still top dogs here, right? Like, we're still number 1. So, you know, they're going to come out firing, right? Like, Nathan Cleary's going to come out firing, Liam Martin. Obviously, they've lost Crichton, but I believe Taylor May's moving into centres. And I think Taruva's keeping his spot on the wing, I think. Something like that, I don't know. Yeah, look, this, you know, the Penrith side, it doesn't matter who they lose. They just bring in another superstar youngster and just keep going, right? They just keep trotting along, doing what they do. So, yeah, look, I think routine win for Penrith. I think it'll be a close game for most of the match. And then I think Panthers will just show their brilliance in the final maybe 20, 25 minutes and just take the game by the scruff of the neck and just coast it to the end. So, yeah, Storm 16, Penrith 24 for that one. Eels 28. Bulldogs 10. Now, this one hurts me a little bit. Obviously, I am a Bulldogs fan, as most of you know. But, look, this is simply the fact of Mitchell Moses is going to put on a clinic. It's as simple as that. I don't know why. I don't know what he does to prep for these games. But, excuse me. Whenever he versus Bulldogs, West Tigers, or Panthers, he comes out as the greatest player in the competition. He just kills it. I don't know why it's only against those 3 specific teams, and every other team is sort of 50-50. But against those 3 teams, like Dogs, Penrith, and West Tigers, whenever he versus those 3, he just absolutely kills it. And I think once again, he is going to just be on flames. His kicking game is going to control the game. Because of his kicking game, like the likes of Gutho, Dylan Brown, they're going to be able to just play off the back of it. Look, I think Paris forward pack is a bit more dominant than the Bulldogs, like the Bulldogs forward pack. Obviously, Bulldogs have improved with some of the players they picked up. Like, Bulldogs have a very good forward pack at the moment. They do now. Like, they have it. Like, we've got a really strong forward pack now with the players that we have. But I think the experience at Para will honestly just take them over the top. Look, I think scoring tries will be an issue for the Dogs again this year. Preseason showed that. Like, it was very weird. Like, one of the preseason games, I think it was the game against Storm, right? We were struggling to score for ages. The moment Burton goes off, we score 2 or 3 tries down that left edge. So maybe there's something in that. Maybe Burton needs to be playing centre and let someone else play 5'8" so that the ball can get shifted out. Who knows? That's a story for a different day. But yeah, look, I think Dogs are going to struggle to score points this year, at the very least at the start of the year. So I'm going to go with a unfortunate, very cruisy Eels 28 to Dogs 10. Very cruisy Eels win in that one. Titans 26, Dragons 8. Look, this one's pretty simple. I think Titans are going to come out of the gates absolutely firing under Des Hasler, and unfortunately the Dragons are the ones that are going to suffer for it. Look, I also think Dragons are going to really struggle this year, so that's I think Dragons are probably in the running to get the spoon. That's just me. I think it's between Dragons and Tigers. But yeah, look, the forward pack that the Titans have, the back line that the Titans have, they have on paper a very strong top 8 contending side, whereas the Dragons don't. It's as simple as that. Look, I think Shane Flanagan will do decent things for the Dragons, but I don't think they have the players. It's as simple as that. I don't think they have the players to compete, whereas Titans have extremely strong players, and now they've got a coach that knows how to win. Right? Like, Des Hasler was the guy that dethroned Storm all those years ago when Storm were the dominant team in the competition, right? So they probably couldn't have gotten a better coach at the moment for them. So I think Titans are going to come out of the gates absolutely firing. I think Fafita's going to be on absolute flames. Fermor just coming back at the start of this year from his knee injury. He absolutely killed it in preseason. I think he's going to absolutely kill it round 1. I think Campbell's out injured, so Brimson will probably be fullback, which I think is where he needs to stay. Brimson's one of the best fullbacks in the comp, in my opinion. Really strong out wide, really strong through the middle. I think Titans just take this game no contest. I think it'll be a really easy win. They'll win by 18, 20 points, right? Easy Titans win there. Dolphins 12, Cowboys 28. Look, again, I think it'll be a pretty routine win for the Cowboys. Dolphins have done a really good job recruiting. They've got a good squad, but obviously it's only their second season in the comp. Look, Craig Bellamy's at the helm, so anything can really happen. But I think the Dolphins' forward pack is just a bit too old, really, and the Cowboys will just outrun them. Honestly, I think they'll just outrun them. I think by maybe the 50th, 60th minute, Dolphins will probably tire out because they are a bit older, and then the Cowboys' younger and fitter squad will just run rings around them, right? Obviously, attacking threats for the Dolphins, so anything can happen. Like, the Hammer can just pop up out of nowhere, score a try. But then on the same side, you've got Drinkwater that can do the same. Val Holmes that can do the same as well. So I think it'll be a pretty good game up until maybe the 55th minute, something like that. And then I think the Dolphins will just tire out a bit, and the Cowboys will push in. I think Cowboys will have a really good season this year. Obviously, they struggled last year. They didn't have the best of seasons. I think they'll bounce back. I don't know if they'll make the top 8, but I definitely think they'll bounce back. But yeah, again, pretty routine win for the Cowboys there at 28-12. Tigers 8 by 16. Now, look, obviously this is a bit of a joke. Look, if we're just going to quickly put Tigers in this, I think they're going to have a really weird season this year. Obviously, if they they've got Benji at the helm now, fantastic player. Who knows if he'll be a good coach or not? But yeah, this sounds a joke. They're going to lose to the bye this week. But yeah, look, jokes aside, that is my round 1 predictions. Look, as I said at the start, hopefully some goal kicking videos will be out start of next week if I can find a field over the weekend, because I think preseason games are starting this weekend. So if I can find a field, get down there and do some videos, I 100% will, because I'll have some days off. But yeah, look, I'll probably try to do, at the very least, this video once a week. I might even do a review or a reactions video on the following Monday or Tuesday or something to upload that. To get just to try and get a bit more consistent with the videos, because obviously with work, I go to work in the morning, get home in the afternoon. By the time I get home, it's too dark out, so I can't really go out and film goal kicking videos. So at the very least, if I do this, it gives you guys something at the very least. But yeah, look, if you like the video, let me know. Look, leave a like if you want to. I don't care. You do you. Let me know in the comments how you think the games are going to go, who you think's going to win each game, why. all that sort of good stuff. But yeah, that's the end of it. Until the next one, guys. Have a good one. Take it easy.